Hi guys, welcome to Chats with the Famz. Today we have Auntie Erini here. Auntie Erini is married to Uncle Kyle, who have been our two biggest supporters from day one. We are so thankful for the input into our lives and most importantly the influence they are onto our son, and that we have a safe place that we can feel safe to leave our son when we need a little bit of a break. It is so important to have this support when you're going through trials like we have over the last almost 4 years now. So we are truly humbled and thankful to have such a great support team like we do in this team. Forever grateful, forever thankful. Oh, you guys. Okay guys, we're going to open up the treasure box. We're super excited. So this treasure box has been collecting treasure since he was first born. He's really excited. Let's just get in there. Okay, so we're going to start with this item here. Something different. Oh. No. So can you remember when this was worn? Yes.
First time he came out of the hospital.
Yes, this cute little outfit was when he first came out of the hospital. He was so little, but this was actually way too big for him. He was only little when he came out.
Oh, monkey.
This here, the other one. This is little booties that were made for him while he was in Nooker in Auckland. What do you have there? So cute, they're so little. They got so fast, you don't realise how googly you're going to get when you get to receive these things. Oh, that's a present that hasn't been opened. And there's a reason. It's a watch, and it's a really cool watch, and it's when he got it for him on his second birthday, he was just too little to wear it, so we decided to put it away nice and safe until he's one old enough and big enough to wear it. So this was bought by his Auntie May and Uncle Frank. Okay. Do you know what this is from? You probably can't even tell what it is.
It was a top.
It was a top. This was cut off him. I know this is so morbid. This was cut off him when they had to save his life in resus.
When he was in resus that time, and when seeing the medical team scared as well, that they couldn't do anything, they couldn't stabilize him.
Yeah.
So he called and he said that baby was not good, and I asked what was going on, and he said he didn't know, but he was in resus and didn't know if he was going to make it.
Yeah. And that was pretty much all we knew.
Yeah. And then I turned around to Kyle and started panicking, screaming at him. And then we just jumped in the car and headed up. And on the way out, while we were heading there, we phoned Rose and Lauren to let them know.
It was such an unreal feeling, eh?
Mm.
And so when you got to the hospital, where was baby?
It was in resus. So when we got up to the hospital, Roy had come out to grab us, and then he took us through, and then that's when we saw Orphan. And then we
they couldn't stop. So the time she's talking about, he had, see, when they had arrived, he was still in seizure, and it was 45 minutes, and his breathing, like, obviously he would have to be, you know, they were gagging him because there was no good putting the oxygen that goes up to the nose because he was shaking it out, and his heart rate was so high, and that was the scariest. And they were starting to prepare him to go into a coma, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember when I walked around as well, there was all the security there as well.
Yeah.
And then they were there to support him.
Yeah. So we had the security there, but not for any reason. It was because that's where Dad works. That's where Roy's dad works. So that's huge. This is his first ever cast. That's his foot part, and this is actually his leg part. Look how tiny it is. Like, that's my hand. And I don't have big fingers. So baby was in cast from the time he got out. So he was about almost 3 months, and he was in his first cast.
I think this is a more recent.
Yeah.
Recent. Is this Bowen's?
Yeah, Bowen's birthday.
And
Bowen's
his birthday.
So you see the size difference. So this was another time where he was.
So this is like an adult.
I know. We went to celebrate our nephew's 21st, and they share a birthday. And while we were at the 21st, just before the 21st started, because we had gone there to help set up,
Yeah.
and then he went into seizure and left the party. Everyone was just arriving, and we were driving out on an ambulance. So yeah, it was pretty full on. Hold it up so they could see the size difference. So those are all his masks. So these are the times he was for his surgery. These are his breathing ones. So that there is how many times he's been for surgery.
It's growing.
And he's grown each time. And these are his when he got bagged so they could breathe for him. Oh, this here is he used to have a
Feeding tube.
Yeah. What's your funniest memory of him with this in? Like the awkward time to pull it out.
I pulled it out one time by accident. Remember? Me and him were playing, and it got caught on my hand, and I pulled it out.
Yeah, I thought it happened to you. That's why I asked. So this would go up his nose, and then you'll have to feed it down the back of his throat into his stomach. And he hated it. So we had this, and then we went into the Mickey button. Out of all the things I'm glad it's over, is that part. What was your first feelings when you heard that he had fallen sick? Like even before the diagnosis, just the fact that he had fallen so sick.
Yeah.
So you felt angry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously worried, scared.
The test went away, and we found out that son was born with a rare disorder, trisomy 18p. How did that feel to know that he had a disorder, a chromosome disorder, and to know how rare it is?
I think I was more scared because even the hospital didn't know much about it either, and they pretty much had given up. on baby and just said that he's not gonna live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because it was there that we were pretty much told he was going to be an empty box.
Yeah.
And we were taking an empty shell home until he passed on.
Yeah.
And then the diagnosis come from up here in Nuku.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like reminiscing about it with you is that, you know, we, especially that night, like, so when you get diagnosed, especially with a chroma disorder, you don't actually find out from the main doctors inside the hospital. It's outside. So the genesis, the specialist, they come in, and we were out having dinner, and we get a call saying that we had somebody to see us. We rushed down. We had this meeting. We had no time to call family. It was just Rory and I. We went into the small room, got told, got a picture drawn up, and then kind of just said, well, we don't know what it's going to look like for him, but you know, I know you got questions, but it's, you know, just, I guess he pretty much said don't ask them, just see how it all turns out. So I definitely understand, like, she's probably felt more of my anger as well and my frustration, because it was scary not knowing. Best moments you've shared with Roy Rain?
I don't know. We've had heaps of fun things, but I think my favourite thing is just when we used to live together, and like we used to have breakfast every morning, and then it's like it was a routine for him to get his seed and scream for food, and then every time you try to feed him, it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Little handprint.
Oh, this is his little handprint. His papa Hiki actually has his other handprint. He made it for a present for him, so I'm not sure if it went with him or if it's his namesake, or one of his namesakes, or if it's still at 25. And that's his first ever beanie. So, how old was he when you met him? Erini? How old was he when you met him?
I think he was like a few days old.
Oh. Who did you get him? I remember you was coming down, but it was so hectic.
No, it wasn't with Kyle. Kyle came down by himself to come down, and when he heard that he was unwell.
Oh, that's right.
Come down and stayed.
Oh, yeah. So Uncle Kyle came to stay with us. And also, Uncle Kyle was at the hospital out when we got transferred from Tauranga to Nuku. It was him there.
Okay, next up we've got this, a pacifier. His first ever pacifier.
This looks so big in his mouth, eh?
Yeah.
When I sent photos home to these guys, they actually thought it was a life, that he was on life support because his mouth was up. But it wasn't.
We've
it
got
was
this here. Maybe it goes with this.
Oh, this was a clamp for his petal. Oh no, it wasn't.
No, I think this was.
This was taking his heart rate and stuff like that. Goes around his little finger, plugs in. Yeah, that was for his petal. And this was went around his little hand.
This was his first haircut.
What's the date? Does it say?
It's when they shaved it off.
Do you want to see the date?
The 27th of the 6th, 2016.
Yeah.
ICU.
Yeah. So they had to shave his hair to put it in IV. I I had never seen that before.
You got this here?
Baby Bond, the 22nd, at 2:20:25, so 10:25 at 16:06 on the 16th of the 6th 2016, weighing 2,715, and the name of our doctor, and it had Roy, via to the side here. So that was on I'm not going to show you the doctor's name, but that was on our room door when we were up at the maternity ward.
Some little bracelets.
Oh yeah, his hospital little bracelets. Like, I don't keep all of these. We would have like Nita his own little bag. Auntie Erini's like, okay, you're talking way too much.
Bandana.
Oh yeah, his first birthday was a cowboy theme. So this is his little cowboy.
His
Oh, his letter from Santa for his first Christmas. He gets a letter from Santa every year. What? Sides here.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is his first Tongan wraparound. I'm not going to try and say the name because I don't want to offend anyone or say it wrong. But this is his first Tongan traditional clothing.
Oh.
So it would go around his waist like this.
This is what I bought him. His niku. So that's where he spent how long?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
So proud to be what? A Nuku graduate.
So he was one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, he was.
Come out.
And this is so tiny. 3 words to sum up being an auntie to Roy.
Three words.
Only 3 words to sum up what being an auntie to Roy.
Best life ever.
Oh, what would you like to say to the future Roy Rains? So when he's old, he can look back at this and see you giving him a message.
I love you, and you got a girlfriend out there.
He goes here and laughing. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Thanks for joining Chats with the Famz. Thanks, Auntie Erini, for coming to join us today and sharing your little kōrero about Roy. And we are sure blessed to have you in our lives. We're just going to A&E. Though we were very blessed to be able to interview Auntie Erini on this day, we can't overlook the strength and the power that we've received from our amazing brother-in-law Kyle Pierce, who opened his heart and opened his home to us in the most hardest and darkest times. We are forever thankful for your humbleness and your willing to serve. The other thing that you also offered Roy and I was the wealth of knowledge that you have and believing in things that are unseen but are true. And that is faith. We'll be forever grateful for what you two have done for us. We love you, and a big part of what Roy is because of you.
Oh. Where's he gone? Yay! Clap hands!